Former President Trump went after Vice President Harris during a pre-taped town hall on Fox News last night.
Yeah, and specifically, Trump criticized Harris's economic policies, then turned his sights on the ABC network, which is hosting the upcoming presidential debate.
If she gets in, I think we will have a depression, 1929 style depression. That's what I think will happen to our country. They are the most dishonest network, the meanest, the nastiest, but that was what I was presented with. I think a lot of people are going to be watching to see how nasty they are, how unfair they are.
Meanwhile, Trump is also dealing with more legal troubles while on the campaign trail. His lawyer entered a not guilty plea on his behalf today in response to the new indictment stemming from his federal election interference case out of Washington, D.C. The former president wasn't there. He waived his right to appear.
CBS News campaign reporter and attorney Katrina Kaufman joins us now. Katrina, you've been following this case as you followed so many as it relates to the former president. Talk to us about today's arraignment and what kind of timeline we may look at with this case as it's happening in the shadows of the election and the campaign.
Errol, as you guys just mentioned, the Judge Tanya Chutkan began by making sure that Trump understands the charges against him in this new superseding indictment that came from Jack Smith and that he's pleading not guilty. And then we moved on to talking about the timeline of how this case is going to move forward. Both parties had submitted a proposal last Friday, and they have very differing views on how this should proceed. But the sense from today is that Judge Tanya Chutkan seemed to be leaning towards something that was proposed by the prosecution, where they would first brief the issue of presidential immunity. The special counsel's team said they need about 2 or 3 weeks to put that together and that it will be very comprehensive. The judge seemed to feel that that would also give the defense time to work on their arguments, because in the defense's proposal, they wouldn't even get to the issue of presidential immunity until December. And what the judge said is that this is really the issue on which the Supreme Court remanded this case to her courtroom. It was also notable that any time a reference to something related to the election came up, she made it very clear that she is not working on the electoral calendar, so that she is a trial judge, and that is not something that she's going to factor in here. Now, she didn't rule from the bench, but she said it was likely that we will get a schedule by the end of today on how this case is going to proceed.
Very interesting. And interesting, too, Katrina, given that this is the first time that Trump's team and special counsel Smith are actually returning to court since that Supreme Court's presidential immunity ruling. Given what you were just saying about how that is the big issue at hand, did we learn anything more about how that is going to play into this case now?
Yeah, it's going to play in a few ways. One, of course, we already have this new superseding indictment from Jack Smith, where he accounted for the Supreme Court ruling, went back to a new grand jury, and trimmed down these allegations against Donald Trump, even though he retained the same 4 counts against him. Now it's up to Judge Tanya Chutkan to apply that ruling. She's going to look at the superseding indictment, look at the arguments from both sides, and decide what can be retained as the case moves forward. One thing that the defense brought up today is the fact that former Vice President Mike Pence was even brought up in the indictment. They say that he is immunized under the Supreme Court ruling, and on that basis alone, the entire thing should be dismissed. The judge didn't seem to agree with that interpretation. She wants to see briefing on this issue. And the other aspect of the Supreme Court ruling that came into play is there was a concurrence from Judge Clarence Thomas, where he talks about the lawfulness of the appointment of Jack Smith. And the defense is also trying to use that argument to get this case dismissed, as he did in Florida.
And Katrina, just quickly, none of this has hit Trump's poll numbers. He's competitive in battleground states. What is his schedule this week?
So this afternoon, Trump is talking about the economy in New York. He's also supposed to deliver some virtual remarks later to a Republican Jewish coalition. Tomorrow, he's heading to Charlotte, North Carolina, where he's speaking with the National Police Group. And then I'll be with him in Wisconsin on Saturday for a rally.
All right, Katrina Kaufman, thank you.